Welcome to River City Food Bank's volunteer orientation. The goal of this orientation is to give background information about River City Food Bank and the programs we provide the Sacramento community. New volunteers will be required to complete this training before their first scheduled volunteer shift at either location. If there are questions about this training or the volunteer program at River City Food Bank, you can reach out to the volunteer coordinator at the contact information listed below. Here's a quick overview of what this orientation will cover. We'll talk about some of the basics at River City Food Bank, the background and mission, who we serve, different programs we provide, and all of the volunteer roles. We'll also cover health and safety and our general volunteer community, including our online volunteer platform. And we'll talk about both of the distribution sites at Midtown and at the center at St. Matthews. River City Food Bank is a local nonprofit 501c3 organization working to alleviate hunger in Sacramento County through direct emergency food distribution to the public. River City Food Bank is unique in many ways, including our choice distribution model. The choice model at both of our sites ensures that guests have the option to choose foods that they like and foods that work for them and their families. This model also cuts down on food waste at River City Food Bank because guests don't have to take any food that they don't want to. We also use a low barrier intake process, which just means that regardless of zip code or income, guests are able to come and visit us whenever they need, and they don't have to share any confidential information that they don't want to. Nothing will prevent them from picking up food with us. When possible, we also work to ensure that there are food options available to the communities we serve that are culturally appropriate for them. This includes things like halal meat at our St. Matthews location. We also strive to offer at least 50% fresh produce during our distributions. This ensures that guests have healthy options and sustainable produce available to them. All of these things that make us unique really align with our goals and our values of dignity, compassion, respect, health, and nutrition. This helps ensure that guests, volunteers, and staff all have a positive experience at River City Food Bank. We offer a variety of programs at River City Food Bank to support the Sacramento community. Our emergency food distribution happens 5 days a week, and food for those distributions comes from a few different places. First, the Emergency Food Assistance Program, also known as TFAP or TEFAP, is a federal program that helps supplement River City Food Bank's distribution. Through TFAP, the U.S. Department of Agriculture, or USDA, purchases a variety of foods and makes them available to local agencies, like us. These food items are distributed to River City Food Bank through Sacramento Food Bank and Family Services. In addition to TFAP, the program Grocers Feed the Hungry, or GFTH, is a grocery store food recovery program through Sacramento Food Bank and Family Services. They match community grocery store donors to local agencies to help prevent waste and supplement our food distribution. This program accounts for about 21% of the food distributed at River City Food Bank. We currently partner with 8 stores to provide quality grocery items to our guests. Local community donations also supplement our daily food distributions. We're really grateful for our community partners and individuals who donate food. Other programs at River City Food Bank include Back Snacks, which is a childhood hunger support program. This program provides area schools with the necessary food items for students to learn and thrive. We deliver healthy snacks and grocery items to students and their families. and we currently partner with 10 schools in the Sacramento City and San Juan Unified School Districts. Our nutrition program supports medically fragile individuals by providing nutritious groceries to those who might be immune compromised and may not be able to come to a food distribution in person. And our senior program supports low-income seniors with healthy pantry staples to improve and stabilize their health. We're currently working with 2 senior residencies to deliver groceries to seniors who might not otherwise have access to food. Our CalFresh team works to offer assistance to guests who may be eligible for California's Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program, SNAP, or also known as food stamps. The CalFresh team also offers information and assistance with PEBT, which stands for Pandemic Electronic Benefit Transfer. These are just additional SNAP benefits for families with school-age children. The staff on the CalFresh team can offer assistance in 3 languages, English, Spanish, and Farsi, and they're available during food distribution to help guests. Volunteers are the backbone to River City Food Bank's food distribution. We have a small but mighty staff team, so this means we truly rely on all the volunteer support, and we really couldn't make this happen without all of you. Let's talk about some different volunteer roles at River City Food Bank. The first role is prep work. These volunteers prepare for the week of distributions by helping unload trucks full of donated grocery items. They help sort and organize foods by type. They load items into the fridge and get them ready for the day's distribution, and they help finish by cleaning up afterwards. Our food distribution volunteers assist with the emergency food distribution to guests. This means they're working directly with our guests and helping to offer food items to visitors through our food choice model. They help transport food items, they assist with the flow of foot traffic, and some volunteers continue helping to prep and clean in the back. Intake volunteers assist with gathering information and greeting guests. They answer any questions that guests might have about the distribution process, and they also collect data and verify guest information. They do this by using our computer system called Oasis and should have some computer skills. Intake volunteers also work with translators to obtain accurate and up-to-date information from our guests who might not speak English. Translators are an important part of our distribution. Any volunteers who speak a second or even a third language can help with any of the positions mentioned above. Translators are really critical as we serve large populations of guests who might not speak English as a first language. Other roles include administrative and data entry roles. These roles are more behind the scenes, helping River City Food Bank staff to enter data, file paperwork, help with big mailings, and many more things. Some roles that we're looking to expand in the new year include a community outreach and tabling volunteer. This role, you'll help represent River City Food Bank at events, inform the community about the work that we're doing, and even try to recruit new volunteers. And if there's anything that you have a special skill in and you don't see it listed here, let us know. There's always ways that you can support our work. Maybe you're a marketing genius or you really like driving trucks to pick up groceries. Whatever it might be, chat with a staff member about other opportunities that are available. Volunteer health and safety are top priorities at River City Food Bank. To ensure a safe working environment, all volunteers must follow the guidelines listed below and listen to River City Food Bank staff during volunteer shifts. We will practice safe food handling by washing hands frequently, wearing food-safe gloves at all times when handling food products, cleaning and disinfecting surfaces, and keeping food in designated prep areas. This means that food should only be on prep tables, on food pallets, or stored in the fridge, and never on the floor. We'll ensure quality food by keeping food stored correctly in the fridge, throwing out any expired or dented canned goods, and composting any produce that has gone bad. A good rule of thumb is if you wouldn't eat it or serve it to your family, we won't give it out. Since volunteers often work in a warehouse type setting, there are a few other things to keep in mind when it comes to safety. Often there are pallet jacks or even forklifts around. We always want to be aware of our surroundings to ensure we're not stepping over or in front of this machinery. We also want to be aware of crates and storage carts that are being moved around frequently to ensure safety of everyone around you. Be aware of your surroundings and speak up to staff if something seems unsafe. We'll ensure that floors and aisleways are always clear of debris and extra cardboard. We'll compost food waste in the blue food waste bags and throw out any trash as needed. This will help us ensure that our spaces are neat and tidy and always ready for distribution. Finally, there are some important safety reminders when working around guests. Sometimes unsafe situations might arise during food distribution. While we try extremely hard to mitigate any problems like this, we don't ever want to put a volunteer in an unsafe situation. If you're ever uncomfortable with a guest, please get a staff member right away and step away from the scene. Volunteer safety is a top priority, so we'll do everything we can to ensure that guests, volunteers, and staff are safe and have a positive experience. Additional safety measures include COVID-19 safety. As many of you know, the pandemic has continued to change, and River City Food Bank will be flexible and make adjustments as needed. As of February 2022, all volunteers, staff, and guests are required to wear masks when indoors, regardless of vaccination status. Wearing masks outside is optional, but encouraged. We will continue to follow state, local, and Cal OSHA guidelines regarding COVID-19, and if policies change, River City Food Bank will adjust and update its policies. River City Food Bank has a tight-knit volunteer community that serves our neighbors in need with dignity, compassion, and respect. We have an online volunteer platform called Service, where volunteers can create a profile, register for events, sign up for shifts in advance, and much more. You can create a profile through our website at rivercityfoodbank.org or log into your existing profile to edit any of your volunteer information, including signing up and canceling shifts. If you'd like to know more about how Service works or how to create a profile, you can visit our website for some additional instructional videos or reach out to the volunteer coordinator with any questions. Other perks of being part of the volunteer community at River City Food Bank include regular newsletter updates, personalized name tags and other River City Food Bank swag, regular volunteer appreciation events, and of course, working with the best volunteer crew in Sacramento. We're so excited that you're joining us, and we can't wait to see you. River City Food Bank has 2 locations in Sacramento. We serve anyone who lives in Sacramento County, which means there are no zip code restrictions, and this ensures that anyone who needs support can get it through us at either of our locations. Everyone is welcome. Each of our locations are serving different populations of people because of the neighborhoods they're located in. For example, we serve more families and children at our Art and Arcade site and more individuals and seniors at our Midtown location. River City Food Bank also serves a large population of immigrants and refugees where English might not be their first language. If you do speak a second language, you really could be a great asset to our team, and we're always looking for translators. Volunteers are welcome to serve at either or both of our locations. Just check the online schedule to find a day that works best for you. River City Food Bank currently has 15 staff members, including individuals on the leadership team, our operations coordinators, operations assistants, and the CalFresh team. You can find them at the Midtown location or our St. Matt's location, but most of our staff rotate between both sites. Say hi if you see any of these familiar faces while you're volunteering. Our Midtown site is located at 1800 28th Street in Sacramento, and we distribute on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday from 10:30 to 1:30. When you arrive at our Midtown site, you can park in any of the available street parking for up to 2 hours. And if your shift is longer than 2 hours, please let a staff member know that you need to repark your vehicle. Volunteers can enter from the side door on our street, and doors will open for volunteers at 8:30 a.m. You can sign in for your volunteer shift at the check-in station or through your mobile device and your confirmation email. Volunteers have a separate closet to store personal items and have access to a kitchen and break room. If you'd like to bring a lunch or a snack, you can use that space. Our operations coordinator at Midtown is Brandon Ralph. You'll meet him during your first shift, and he's a great resource for any questions or concerns. Our Art and Arcade site is located at 2300 Edison Avenue, and we distribute food on Fridays and Saturdays from 10:30 to 1. When you arrive at our St. Matthew's site, you can park in the small lot facing Edison Avenue or on the street. On Saturdays, you're allowed to park in the large lot facing Bell Avenue, but please do not use this lot on Fridays as we share it with our students at the Highlands Day School. Volunteers can enter from the side door off of the small parking lot, and doors will open for volunteers at 8:30 a.m. Sign in for your volunteer shift at the check-in station or through your confirmation email. There's also a separate shelf to store personal items, and you have access to a break area if you'd like to bring a lunch or snack. Our operations coordinator at St. Matthew's is Fred Gorsira, and you'll meet him during your shift. He's a great resource for questions or concerns. And that's all I have for you today. If there are any questions about this orientation or the volunteer program at River City Food Bank, please reach out to the volunteer coordinator. The contact information is listed on your screen. Thank you so much for your time. Additionally, you can use this QR code to visit our website where you can sign up for shifts, learn more about our programs, or create a volunteer profile. Thanks so much for listening, and we hope to see you soon.